Assembly, we were called rubber stamped, and now again, the 10th Assembly still called rubber stamp.
Double rubber stamp.
Public perception in every assembly since the assembly has been established has been there. The more people feel the heat of the economy, the more people will call its representative and whatsoever name they deem fit because of what they are feeling, that either they are not having fair representation or whatsoever. So definitely you will have that because we all know how the economy is hitting hard on the people. I've been part of several investigative committees in the House, and I've chaired other committees in the House. And like I said earlier, our issues and what the major problem we usually have, fortunately and unfortunately, what usually comes out of the National Assembly in terms of motions and in terms of investigations, at the end of the day, you come out with a recommendation. And those recommendations, we usually push those recommendations to the relevant agencies that are supposed to execute our recommendations. We usually have challenges from relevant agencies that are starting with the responsibility of executing our recommendations, either from motions or either from committees like this. For instance, now, you now have a recommendation that, look, we have investigated this agency, and so such person needs to be either suspended or such person needs to be queried, such things need to be done A, B, C, and D. But you find out that at the end of the day, the House will finish its work. Public funds is being spent, but recommendations from the motions of the House is not being carried out at the end of the day by one or two relevant agencies. I can tell you that has been the challenge of the House since time immemorial. Because the House today cannot say that, look, you should be, cannot give you or give any head of any agency an express dismissal later because we did not employ such a person. So those relevant agencies that the House has finished investigation to carry out those recommendations has usually been the problem of the House, time immemorial. So we do our work, at the end of the day, we get it logged somewhere. We will do a deal, make a law, at the end of the day, it's being interpreted in the court of law differently. So the public perception in the House in terms of knowing the real working of the House, the role of the House in other areas has been the major problem. At the end of the day, to see that, look, this is where the House stops. This is what the judiciary will continue, and this is where the executive will carry out. As long as we don't differentiate these three arms, we will always have a problem as representative of the people, because we usually overpromise during campaign.